a real treat. I think a lot of the videos we've done before also have been sort of rare, really sought after, older bottlings that nobody will ever try.
Yeah, we are spoiled arses.
We are.
We've tried stuff from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, but sometimes it's just nice to visit what's there for the whiskey drinker.
Exactly, yeah.
And we're absolutely delighted to be joined with Graham today.
Yeah,
and we've come all the way to Jura, which turns out isn't that easy to get to.
No.
And we've come and we thought, you know, if we've got you a wee bit of time, let's talk about fundamental Jura. Why is it the UK's #1 whiskey brand, and experience a 12-year-old with you? So you've just come to the island recently.
Yep.
How's it been?
It's been great. Been here for 6 weeks now, and yeah, like you say, this Jura we've got here speaks. Basically tells you what Jura is. It's a bourbon cask. We've left it slightly longer, just a 2 year longer than the standard 10-year-old, just to give it a little bit more age, a little bit more colour, and then to be finished with, this one's been finished in an Oloroso sherry as well. Okay. So that's giving it that extra dark colour you're seeing it there, and just making it a little bit smoother on the finish.
Yeah. Because the 10-year-old is, we say that's sort of the entry-level, sort of welcoming dram. This is Jura, and it's, you know, there's nothing, you know, potentially offensive about it. This is just, what you say, a bit bigger and bolder?
Just a little bit bolder, just like you say, a little bit more time in the cask, giving it a little bit more colour, making it slightly smoother as well.
And just, this is something that for whiskey drinkers, some people might be going, it's West Coast, it's off the mainland, it's going to be very peaty, but actually Jura in this circumstance is not going to be that challenging in terms of any peat or smoke. It's going to be a slightly more full-bodied style of whiskey that should be quite approachable, even if you're reasonably new to whiskey, and also the value of it, Laurie.
Yeah, I mean, any single malt has been aged for obviously a minimum of 12 years. For less than 50 quid, it's quite a rarity actually these days. So this, you know, supermarkets, say 30, 35 pounds is a real steal. It's a nice, for me, it's a nice everyday whiskey as well. As we've said, we've had some whiskies which are incredibly smoky or incredibly old.
And challenging. And
you kind of need to be in a certain state of mind or a special occasion that you're celebrating. For this is a, you know, any day.
Do you know what? I'm not sure I've had Jura 12, just neat, before. I feel like I've spoken about Jura, again, to people all over the world and speak about the story of the island. But actually, let's get the 12-year-old poured, because I've not actually experienced it before.
Yeah, it's a real sort of, I don't know, like a staple dram. Like if you're on holiday, if you're in a bar and you're just in the mood for whiskey, there's a good chance there's going to be a Jura.
Yeah,
whether it's a 10 or a 12.
There. And with being the Oloroso, it's quite a gentle sherry. It's quite a nice friendly sherry. It's not too overpowering, not too strong, not too dark either.
And the nose is really balanced. It's quite malty and quite nutty.
Yeah, but not simplistic either, which is often
there's body to it as well, absolutely. It's bottled at 40%, so it's going to be very easy drinking as well.
42 or 40?
40, this one.
40% this one.
40%.
So really easy drinking for people that, again, are trying to get into malt whiskey, perhaps. Cheers, gentlemen.
Really invite you. Yeah, thanks again for having us at the distillery. A real treat. Oh, that's lovely, actually.
Yeah.
I think obviously the mouthfeel is so soft, so easy to drink, so inviting, but it's got a real sort of warming finish. Even at that 40%, it stays with you quite nicely.
I bet you can't argue against the value of something like that. You're not only getting the story of an old school Scottish distillery, 1810. I mean, it's really one of the old distilleries. It's off the mainland. It's not one of the biggest brands in terms of the global market. But it's something that if you want to try something a bit different, it's light, it's sweet, it's easy going.
Yeah.
Really approachable. Have you got a favourite in terms of the core range of Jura that you've kind of, since you've been over on the island? What's taking your fancy the most?
They've got the bourbon cask.
Is it 14, is it?
Yeah, and again, it's kind of untouched.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything different with it. It starts in bourbon, it finishes in bourbon.
Yeah.
So it's not getting mixed about any of its life. I like to entertain the different finishes as well, but I think to get through Jura...
You like it in a kind of that lighter bourbon style?
Yeah, the bourbon style,
Nice.
Yeah. How do you feel like older Juras, I'm sure you've had, that are kind of 25, 30 years plus, how do they change?
Again, only being here 6 weeks, there's relatively few I've tried, but what I've found is as you go through the ages at Jura, smoother, and smoother. But oh, it comes. Not all of us want to wait another 5 years
This
or
is
another
it.
10 years. This is the thing, it's a balancing act.
I mean,
Waiting 12 years seems like a long time
This
to
is
me.
it.
To wait another 13 years to make it a lovely 25, I get quite impatient with it. But I think it's worth the wait.
I think Jura is a right smooth whiskey, and that is the way it should be approached. The older stuff, that sounds really exciting as well. So what an absolute pleasure to share one of the biggest brands in whiskey, but also something that we haven't visited yet. So.
And it's a great all-rounder. I think it's something that's easy to sort of overlook, but you need to respect the fact that it knows what it is and it does it really, really well.
And again, absolutely, I totally agree. For the wider drinkers market, getting them into Scotch whiskey, this is a great whiskey.
Yeah.
Pleasure to try it, gentlemen. Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Bevvy content. We want to hear what you think, your best whiskey experiences, the whiskies you want us to try. It's a really exciting journey we're on, so make sure to join us. Download the Bevvy app on Google Play and App Store to keep track of your whiskey journey, connect with your whiskey friends, keep track of your favourites, anything you could ever want to do with whiskey, all in one place. It's the definitive whiskey companion.